Hey Forex Fortune Hunters, Tom Wilmot, and today we're going to talk about the differences in two or three of the platforms that I use. We have some great number of new members, and that's just terrific in terms of subscribers to our YouTube channel. And many of you are starting out fresh, and it's a little bit confusing as to which platform handles which kind of trade. So hold on to your hat. We're going to try to describe that to you right after this. Okay, Fortune Hunters, first I need to apologize. I have a wicked head cold. I don't know where I got it, but here it is. Sneezing and sniffling and feverish. Oh my gracious me. But anyway, we've had some great comments on our videos of late, and one of the recent ones was simply, can't you please try to explain to us how you do that Forex template stuff on Fidelity Active Trader Pro? And here's a simple explanation. And we'll get into some of the details in just a second. But bottom line is, different brokers do different things. And the Forex market is basically an exchange of currencies amongst international banks. And the brokers simply sit in front of those banks and begin to take some inventory in various currencies, and then for a spread, which is the version of a commission in the Forex market, they'll buy and sell those to you if you have a retail account. The Forex market has only really become retail-oriented in about the last 10 years. And it is a very, very big market, and it's pretty easy to track, except for the fact that it's 24 hours a day for 5 days a week from Sunday night, and we're recording this actually at 5 o'clock on the 17th of November, a Sunday evening. So from about now is when the market opens up until 5 o'clock on Friday evening. So bottom line is there are specialist brokers in the Forex market. Now, in addition to that, most of them use the MetaTrader platform. That is a piece of software that helps connect you to the banks, and it also provides a charting interface. And people get confused because they think that if there's charting on one, you should be able to trade any kind of instrument on all of them, and that's not the case. That's where we depart company, okay? So the Forex market is separate and distinct. Now, what you see on the screen right this minute actually is another one of the three I'm going to describe to you, and this is TradeStation. And if you're in the futures market, if you have a Forex account, you can't trade futures. And by that I mean like E-mini S&P, E-mini NASDAQ, some of the oil markets, corn, soybeans, and so on and so forth. All of that is separate. Now, what you see on this screen is the E-mini ES, which is the Standard & Poor's 500, and this is, you can see where we ended up on Friday afternoon. I'm using a 470 tick bar chart, and you can see we got to a new record high at about 3,119, almost 3,120, and so we've been toying around with these upper regions now for about the last 6 weeks. So, in any event, if you want to be trading that, there are a number of brokers, and I've only ever had TradeStation in my portfolio for years and years simply because I love to program interfaces. Now, that's the next piece of the platform you need to know about. Each one of the platforms is customizable or programmable with your individual indicators and even some robots and expert advisors and systems that will trade for you automatically without your intervention. Some of them do not offer that. For example, Fidelity Active Trader Pro, and also even in the Forex market, it's a little more complicated to program MetaTrader. There's a language called MQL4, but it is more like a C++ environment, so it really takes kind of a professional background. The reason I got involved with TradeStation is because they have a product called Easy Language, and Easy Language allowed you to develop your own indicators and customize the ones they offer, and you can get from the third-party marketplace to your heart's content. Now, in fairness to TradeStation, they do offer to be able to trade Forex currency pairs. They got into the Forex market about 8 years ago, and they do execution also in the options market. But sometimes I think you can have, if you use a generalist and somebody is trying to do all those things, maybe you don't get the best execution that you would in other activity areas. So that's a trade-off, and I'm not downplaying TradeStation's breadth of capabilities or the number of different contracts it can trade for you, but it is something that is to be considered. And you must have, even if you're a TradeStation customers, separate accounts for futures, options, equities, and Forex. Okay, now the third one that you're all familiar with, and I have been doing a little work on, is the Active Trader Pro from Fidelity, and I'll move that into our space here and let you see that too. And this is the area where if you were wanting to trade options and you have an equity account in an IRA, for example, and you want to self-manage your IRA and you're just beginning, there's nothing wrong with that, and you can use multiple moving averages as we've used in other videos, and I've tried to show you how to use this platform in that way. But there are a limited number of indicators. If you go to this tab right up here, hang on, get my cursor on the right monitor, the indicators tab here, you can see they do have a number of different indicators on the ATP site. However, these are not really customizable. What you see is what you get. So, for example, right now we have the Ichimoku Cloud, which is supporting our or Keltner bands, supporting what we're doing here. That happened to be the Keltner bands. Let's come back and do the Ichimoku Cloud. We'll put that in here, and let's see how we do here. Sorry about that. You can see we're going to be able to have the Ichimoku Cloud right here, and all of those indicators are available to you. But if you want to modify them, like I have done for you over in my MetaTrader site and also in TradeStation, that becomes more problematic. And even the drawing tools have some drawbacks, in my opinion. For example, every time you put in, say, horizontal line, let's put one right here, there's green. And it always comes up green. And if you want to customize it and make it yellow and have it always be yellow and not have to change it every time it comes up, you can't do that. They don't allow for any kind of formal customization of these indicators in any dramatic way. So while Fidelity gives you great execution for your trades in the equities and options market, and their help desk is really fantastic for ATP. The guys are really outstanding people and very helpful. Fidelity has not made the big commitment to retail charting and trading that others who specialize in this market have done. So I hope that helps set the stage a little bit for you in terms of what you can do with each platform. And for sure, we're grateful for your subscription on YouTube, but please also check at the bottom of this video and see how to get over to fxfortunehunter.com. Sign up there so I can send you some emails when we're doing other things than Active Trader Pro or just having potentially a free webinar or something. And we're happy to try to help you with your journey in the trading world. So come on over. Be sure to like our videos if they're helpful to you. Comment, as we have tried to respond to comments today. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Have a nice evening.